Alright, so PEROXIDE added a new boss called V the Vanguard. It's a QUINCY boss that has some pretty good drops. Basically, to find it, you're going to want to come to this guy. So this is in KT, just look for the purple cloud. And then I would queue solo, because otherwise, you're probably not going to get a match. Alright, now once you load in, you're basically just going to run around the map until you find a big set of rib cages. This guy's a good sign. From here you could go directly to the boss, it's that direction. But just because this is a little bit of an easier reference point, we're going to head to the rib cages first. Alright, so these are the rib cages. There's a bounty guy right over there, so that's going to be marked by the orange. Basically, this is also kind of close to where the title card boss spawns. He spawns right up there. But you're going to want to head this way. And then right here, around this area, is generally where the boss is going to be. So he's not right here, but he should be over this way. Alright, here he is. So he's going to be Sion V the Vanguard. He just walks around in this general area. And this boss is really difficult. So stats wise, he does a ton of damage. He is APOC. You can see he's doing 100 M1 damage. The damage output is crazy. I'm on San Mateo, so I'm definitely not going to beat it here, but I'll tell you everything that drops. But first of all, this boss does have 16,000 HP. It's also important to note that it can pop mode an infinite number of times, and once it's aggroed onto you, it's never going to stop chasing you until you die, or until somebody else takes aggro. So as he gets lower, he's going to keep saying like new messages and stuff. Basically, when he gets to like half, he should pop, and he's gonna go back to full health. You can't see his health bar at all, so that does kind of suck. One of his accessories actually gives you that perk as well. But yeah, he's gonna be a pretty hard boss. 16k HP. He can pop mode an infinite number of times. He's got APOC as his element, and he also has all Aegis on his ultimate, so he can mode cycle as well, which is a little difficult. Some tips for beating him: I would definitely want to go for like a super high PVE damage boost set. It would just make it a little easier. And I think PVE damage does apply to him. It seems like it does. I'll have a video linked in the description. So once he gets low enough, he's gonna pop his True Volt. It does that. It's very loud. You can honestly, if you can't find him, once you hear that sound, you should be able to like follow it, and you'll find him. And you just want to keep fighting him until he dies. He does do a ton of damage. His ultimate is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. And if you have heart, just keep in mind that he's in APOC, so his mode does make him auto grip on everything. So he's not going to knock you. You're not going to be able to pop hard against him. He's just going to instantly kill you. If you're on QUINCY, I would honestly just take advantage of the people around you, and a lot of people are using Sarah's. I'm just gonna let this kill me so that I can pop heart and get a little bit of health back. So you can always do that as well if you need that health. When he says, "I see why His Majesty sent me here," that means he's getting pretty low. So you're almost done with him. If you do get low, you can kind of run away and pick up these orange things. When you're in combat, it doesn't heal you that much. Only heals you 5%. But if you get out of combat, then it heals you 50%, and you can collect as many as you can find. Fortunately, we did die there, but basically he also has heart revive, so keep that in mind. He was very low there. So for the drops, you need to do 25% of its HP, so you do need to do a lot of damage. Also, some of the accessories, it seems like they are trade locked, so they're once you get them on that slot, you can't trade them to your other slots or anything, so you probably want to do this on QUINCY. I would definitely recommend Duality for it. Just probably the best PVE Quincy element. And let me just go ahead and show you guys what the drops are. Alright, so if you do get that 25% damage, you are going to get a number of drops. If you don't though, you're only going to get 5 product essence. But some of the drops that you can get are going to be legendary perk stones, rare perk stones, common perk stones. You can get product essence, you can get yen, stuff like that. And then there's 3 specific drops for this boss that are really good. I'm not sure exactly the rarity though. They seem somewhat rare, but not terribly rare. So the first one, and in my opinion the best one, is yhwach's divine outfit. I'm going to put it on screen. This gives the same buffs as the true legendary torn outfit, except instead of health regen, it gives Ryatsu regen, which is good now that they've nerfed how much Ryatsu you actually get. It also gives you a trait called Soul King Essence, and basically this is what it does. So if you can see, the sword is now like a Ryatsu sword, and it scales with your Ryatsu color. Also for like moves like Trick Shot, they're going to be scaling with your Ryatsu color as well. Any move that is like the blue Quincy color is going to now be whatever your Ryatsu color is, so it's a pretty good accessory. I think it's really cool for Quincy's. And then the next one is yhwach's divine cloak. Now this one's kinda bad, like the stats are not good. The only good thing about it is the trait. So hidden health, it just means that your opponents aren't going to be able to see your health bar, which is like, you know, I guess mind games in PvP, but the stats are pretty bad, so I wouldn't even bother with this one. And then this last one, I can actually get in the game. So Mongrel's mask, this thing is pretty good. I think I have it on my face right now. It's this demon mask. It looks pretty cool actually as well. I don't know if it's Ryatsu coloring scaling. It might be because I have black Ryatsu, but I'm pretty sure it is this color normally. So it gives some pretty good stats. Actually, this is probably the best face accessory for spirit builds now, so pretty good. It gives a couple traits. It gives Shadowed and Mongrel. I have no idea what these do. I think Shadowed probably hide your name, and then I have no idea what Mongrel does. Obviously 25% PvE damage is 25% PvE damage, so it's a really good mask. All the drops are generally pretty good, so I think it's a pretty good boss, pretty good drops. Overall, pretty good update for, you know, small update. But yeah, that's it for the boss. Good luck getting the stuff. Keep in mind that from what I know, all of these drops are slot locked, or at least yhwach's divine outfit is, because one of my friends got it and said they couldn't trade it to their other slots or anything. So if you're gonna do it, probably do it on Quincy. And yeah, good luck guys.